Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Shokugeki no Souma. It is the fourth plate, episode 8, and as always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode, so see you soon. To those that came back, welcome back. Now, let's see what happened. We ended last time with the fact that Azani is jumping in and taking over the judge's seat, but he did not do it alone, and that's, I think, a major thing. So he got two women with him, Decora and Courage, or Courage, depending, I don't know, man, who are very important people in this council, in this judges organization. And they trained our other judge in the past. So, however, what is more important, it seems like those two were his major supporters in his decisions to change the academy as he did. So they will be very likely on his side, liking his ideas and concepts. So it might be they are a little bit one-sided when it comes to how they decide. That's the one thing. However, even Sensamon, the grandfather, agreed with Azani being the judge. And that's interesting, because what I see here is an option. If you would win this team battle generally, by taking over, by having the other judges agree you're better as a rebels, it would still, although you would stay, it would still mean that Azani is against you, because you did not win him over, you just won in a battle, right? You did not win him over. However, if he is the judge and you win him over by showing him that your cooking is better, or at least at par, at least as good as the one from the Elite 10, that may be a major difference, because he, being a chef himself, being someone who cooks, I just say may, realize that his ideas were not correct, that he may have to think about it. And that is a bigger win, because it's not about winning the battle, it's about winning the war in general, right? So I see why the grandfather agreed here. Maybe that's what he's hoping for. I kind of see that maybe, just maybe, we will have a last battle with Yukihira, where there will be a dish that reminds Azani of something from the past. A personal victory, you know? Something like that. I kind of hope for. We will see. Right now we have 4 judges, and that's quite interesting. Because 4 judges means that we can have a tie. And it feels to me like that is something we will have. Possibly in the last battle of Tsukasa versus Yukihira. I mean, it would be nice, because the first one Yukihira lost against him, which was not a real official one. A second one being a tie, it would be a nice development, just saying. So I kind of wait for this last battle to be a tie. Just saying. But that means that Tsukasa will be in the final. And that means that although it was awesome what we've seen this episode, I think the White Knight will win this Shokugeki that is going on right now. Which brings me to the Shokugeki right now. So we had Rindo going very strong against the Aldini brother. He did his best. It was a really good dish, a nice dish, but it felt like it was not the quality, the level, and everything that he did before. But then that is something I think they do to show the difference in level of those chefs here. And it is okay. Rindo is a major player. She is the number 2 seed, not without a reason. She complimented him on the dish. He agreed to on his defeat. So he showed class there. And I think it feels to me like it was a little bit of we will meet again, right? Like he's first year. They're not finished. Seriously. She is on the Elite 10 and he is just there in the first year. So what the heck, right? And he's already competing against her on a level. So I think there is more to come from him without any question, and she should be aware of that as well. And she was not mean about it, which is a nice thing. So I kind of see options there in the future that they get along. Even Azani said it's quite lovely, although you have to say a compliment like quite lovely is not, it's really good. It's quite lovely. You know, it's okay. It's a bit better than normal. It has something, but it feels more like you're on the right way, but you're not in the finish line yet. And I think that was what this dish was from Aldini. It was a good start. It showed that he has abilities and that he can improve more, and that's the thing, improve more. The wild rabbit stew, however, or wild rabbit food, Ishiki versus Tsukasa, we have not seen anything from the first scene what he did. Instead, we've seen all from Ishiki now, which is cool. So they gave him a bit more background with his girl there. They showed that she inspired him, which she never realized. So he is there was... Question is there like a love story coming? It feels a little bit like it. So he got pressured into doing what he does now, being born in this family. We've only seen her side from it and the outside of everyone else, that he's always so light and nimble and he seems to enjoy everything. So it made us believe that he just took over this pledge from his family and just enjoys it. But it was more the opposite. So he was pressed into doing it. He had a lot of burdens on his shoulders. This comment of you have to be perfect and you have to be it like instantly. I mean, like no time. And that on a young kid's shoulder is too much, no question there. And then he sees her and realizes how she's training, how she's trying her best to be better. And this passion she has was what he likes, what he loved to see. And that's why he then decided to, okay, I will try, I will do it. I will try to be the number one chef, or at least for my family, of this restaurant. But he never showed her this side of him. And I think that was the major thing. Now he did very late. But it's nice. It's a nice background story. It's okay. He did a great dish. So I like this Yoha Q. I think it is called Q. I might be wrong. So this idea of combining different ideas of beauty. So it is about the smell, it is about the view, it is about the taste. So this idea of combining multiple things, and here that the dish itself evolves into something. So you have a dish that has one specific taste in the beginning, a great one, and then during over time, or because you break open, as they did here, a specific part of the dish, the flavor changes. And that's a great idea. I like that. So it's a little bit like this idea I talked about in the past, that the dishes complement each other in a Shokugeki, so that the first dish makes the taste of the second one change, right? We had that. But instead it is all in one. So you have like two different dishes, or maybe even three if you're really able to do that. That's a great idea. I like it, and he mastered it. The praises from Azani were real and honest, which I like. So you can see here that he's not only the negative person, and the others praised this as well as a concept of art, and like kind of even like perfect, which does not mean it cannot be won over, because as perfect as this dish might be, it is still possible, and I think that will happen, that Tsukasa's dish is even a little bit better, being a different one, you know? Bringing in something more, something additional. So, because that is kind of what the Rebel stands for. There is no perfect. There's always one step further. Always aim for more. And as we had in the past already, I think the White Knight will show that. So kind of prove the Rebels' point, that you should not rest on your laurbers. I think that's the word in English. I don't know, man. I took it from German here. Not rest on what you created, but instead aspire to reach new heights. And I think that's why Tsukasa will win this. He is the number one seed, not without a reason, right? But it was a great one. I really liked that and the presentation and everything. So, looking forward to the next episode. I hope you do as well. That's it from me this time. Until the next time, my name is Lex and Panic. Goodbye and out.